97.9, 105.5, KISS FM. That is JP Sachs, Julia Michaels. If the world was ending, it is Listen, It's Liz. It is the first Monday of the month, which means in studio, well, not in studio, over the phone, I have Candice from Clearly Connected. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Liz. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of over it.
The most
Good
honest
morning.
thing I love. Good morning. Yes, I am kind of over it as well. Totally, for sure.
I think we all are to some extent. The reason I started coaching on the radio, because I wanted to offer inspiration and coaching tools and stories that could help connect our listeners to themselves and the people closest to them and ultimately to their lives. And I was just, thinking that I can't believe where we've been in just 4 months. We started 2020 with our first show about how to have a clearly connected life, and then what it takes to grow, and then what you love, and how to be clearly connected to yourself and others. And all the while, we've been slowly experiencing a pandemic, illness and death, real sadness and fear, and now the world has stopped in a lot of ways.
So many ways. It's crazy. Listing those out just like that, that's only been the last 4 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And it's such a challenging time that we're all in. And today's show is about not losing sight of the lessons that we can learn and the gifts that we can take away from this situation. So today I want to wake everyone up to what they're noticing about their lives and how they survive or thrive when life doesn't feel connected.
I love that, survive or thrive, by the way. I love that. Yeah.
And one of the gifts that I've received during this time is the gift that I initially learned when I was in kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
Stop, look, listen. And this stop has provided me, space to reevaluate my life and what's important to me and what I want moving forward. And it's also a time where being in fear could take over if we're not clear and connected to ourselves. Last month I offered some tips about how to stay clear and connected to yourself. Go online and take a listen to that if you'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
But this time serves as the perfect opportunity to reflect and become more awake. So what that means is to be willing to step back and just get real about ourselves, our lives, our habits, our thoughts, fears, insecurities, doubts, patterns, things that we tolerate, things that we avoid, just all of those things. And, sometimes we don't want to see, we don't want to stop and see because we're afraid of what we're going to see or how we're going to deal. So we typically spend our lives staying busy instead, and often that means that we're not paying attention to what's really happening in our lives or going against ourselves. And so we have a perfect opportunity to stop and be with all of that right now, and then asking yourself, what do you want moving forward? We hear a lot of talk in the news about what our new normal is going to be once this pandemic subsides, and just asking you to consider, what do you want your new normal to be?
Yeah. What's crazy is I say this every time that you talk, because you managed to say it in a way where I would have never thought about it. And really asking, what do you want to do moving forward with this idea of a new normal? But I've had to stop and notice what was happening around me that I was ignoring because I was too busy to keep, and I just kept going. And now this quarantine has given me the option to sit down. And I think what's huge about that is that other people have as well. And now you actually are offering people the ability to take that idea and actually make them get there.
Yeah, we're so used to just running on autopilot. You've heard me talking about that on previous segments too. You're just doing. You're not thinking about why you're doing or what you're doing. You're just doing what you know and just going. And now, again, I really believe that we have this time. Things have slowed considerably, and
yes.
I think, for a good reason. So what can we take from this situation, So my commitment to my clients still right now and the community during this time is just to coach and facilitate clear connection to themselves and to their lives. I'm still coaching virtually from home and over the phone, and I'm also gifting introductory coaching sessions right now until May 15th. So, again, I'm here to help in any way as I can, and reach out at clearlyconnectedcoach.com or call or text me at 315-922-1645.
Yeah, for sure. And we've got links all over cmykiss.com. And whether or not you want to hear the old segments of when Candice was in, you can. There's links at cmykiss.com, as well as on our COVID-19 page. We've got links to talk directly to Candice if you're feeling any kind of overwhelmed or you want someone to talk to during this crazy, crazy time. So, Candice, thank you for so much coming on and talking really blunt, like you're over it, just like the rest of us are over it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And
yep.
It's always good to hear that you're not alone in that sense. So if you want to talk to Clearly Connected, clearlyconnectedcoach.com, you can find them on Facebook, Instagram. Candice, thank you so much.
Thank you, Liz.
And I will hopefully be seeing you soon.
I know. I hope so. Have a great day.
You too.
Have a great day.